Chelsea Green.
Mia's pulling that title off of her within 60 days.
I'm not gonna say 60 days, but I will say she is gonna pull the title off her. If I seen anything today, if Michin start getting TV time and start doing segments and mic stuff, yes, because she definitely showed off tonight.
Yep.
And last night too. Even though that ending was BS, that ending against my client was BS. And I'm gonna talk to Nick Aldis about that.
We got to work on the eat defeat finisher and the spacing. I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah, she didn't roll out in time. So I'm like, so she fully hit the perfect moonsault, and y'all say she didn't get all of it. Bitch, we just saw what happened. She hit all of that.
Hey, Michael Cole recovered nicely with that. he recovered very gracefully with that. He gave us rational thought from what we saw. I think she only got like half with just the arms, like not enough. Okay.
You're like, okay, Michael. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Okay, sure. That's what happened. Save it. That's what happened.
Michin had to no sell that whole thing and put her.
She got back up like Ultimate Warrior. I'm like, wait a minute. So we just not selling specials? We just getting up.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Oh. So what have y'all thought about Saturday main event so far?
It's been pretty solid. And I do like the nostalgic era they're putting in with the current generation. The referees are wearing that they used to wear on Saturday's main event from way back when it first started. And I do like how they're putting the retro aspect. Plus, it's nice to see Jesse the Body Ventura back. It's really nice to see him, but it's been a good, solid show so far.
I love how none of that crowd knows the history of Jesse Ventura.
Nah, you can tell.
Yo, you can tell. Hey, you can tell.
We're getting to that age where it's like the stuff that we grew up with is so ancient. Yeah. A lot of fans probably started watching wrestling like 2000 and earlier, or 2000 and later. I mean,
Austin is like golden age for that generation right now, and Triple H, like that's what they first like now have came in. Because when he was like, "It's been 40 years since I've been in this," I was like, "Dang, it really has." And then you hearing the crowd like,
"Yeah."
Well, why?
You know why? It's the way we consume media now. Like, ain't nobody under the age of 25 about to go on WWE Network and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go watch WrestleMania 1." Nobody's gonna do that. I used to go pick up VHS tapes from the video rental store and watch these old joints. Ain't nobody doing that on digital streaming platforms.
No, the oldest matches they watching that's like old to them now is Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon in the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. That's what they going back and watch. They not finna go see, hey, who's Jesse the Body Ventura? Like
you may be able to squeeze in like the match where 1-2-3 Kid beat Razor Ramon on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that type of old. But like the Dusty era and like we have all these caricatures of people, like not a lot of people know who those people are.
And unless it's a highlight y'all have been displaying for years, like Ricky Steamboat versus Macho Man, to make you want to go back and see why people keep saying that, you're not gonna know majority of them.
Right. It's so ironic. Like old Ultimate Warrior videos, but like even the characters we said were going to be on in attendance, like Tito Santana, stuff like that. It's like I don't think a lot of fans will resonate with some of those superstars' like biggest moments.
No, and Hart, just because of what you've seen with Andre the Giant, the clips that they show, like you don't show Tito Santana, so it's like, okay, who that? I will ask this though, just because I like stirring the pot. That women's match felt kind of short, or was it just me?
It felt like too quick.
Felt right. Felt just a little short. And them 3 minutes of Rhea coming out, we could have had for the match.
Don't tell me it was short. That's gonna get me excited because when matches get cut. I mean, the final boss round, he controlling time.
Yeah, because it was a solid match, but it was just like, dang, that's it. Because especially like for 5, you're like expecting him to do something dope, but I also realized too, This is only 2 hours. I didn't realize Saturday Night Main Event was just 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like an old NXT PLE.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, okay, something got to get short. I was like, okay.
I just don't like that EO lost clean like that. Like somebody got to lose clean to live. I don't like that it was EO.
No, you got to. One, it don't hurt EO because EO is still on the rise. EO is still on the rise as a face. So we gonna see her again, and most likely we're probably
gonna get a lot of women back there that can lose clean to live. And no shade. Zelina Vega, Pure Fusion Collection.
But here's why.
Casey and Kate and all them, they can lose to live clean, but somebody that's at the tier of like Bianca and all them that just had her War Games moment, like clean.
But that's why Liv needs to win, because you think EO can beat Rhea. So if she go and face someone we know, like let's be honest, like I love Zelina. I do not believe Zelina can beat Rhea. I do not believe Ivy now can beat Rhea. I don't believe Zoe Stark can beat Rhea at this particular time. So that doesn't help her as a champion. You need to beat somebody that you know can beat Rhea. Beating EO solidifies her championship reign even more. That's why you want to see her defend it now more instead of this Rhea shit every time. It's like, go to the back. There are plenty of other people she could be facing. Go sit your ass down.
She can face Lyra.
At this point, I hate to say it. Don't get mad, Mayor.
They made my man Coco Beware wear his own merch.
What was it?
You know who he was.
Who was it?
Natalya. Let her face Natalya. Exactly. I'll take that more than taking about this Rhea Ripley stuff. But nah, Boza, that's the thing. She's not the most credible challenger. You just have to build one on Raw. That's all you got to do, like you do in EO. EO built up for us. Because remember, when EO lost the WWE Women's title after WrestleMania, we was like, look, she not going to be champ for a while. We did not imagine her being a number one contender for the title again this year. That's and fair. She worked her way up to that. So anybody else can work their way up to that. When Cody come out, I'm going mute.
That's a lot of filler right here.
Yeah, and a lot of commercials.
Yeah, very much a lot of.
Whoever's writing these storylines, they're doing a damn good job. Because I know me personally, I've been very critical of the writing in all three shows for years. But like this like blurred line of like I'm not wrong. Kevin's been doing for years. I watched the product, the same thing they're doing, copy paste with the New Day. I wasn't in the wrong. It's believable.
Yeah.
Really believable.
Yeah. This one was so incredible because even this stuff like from Bad Blood, like the backstage, like the camera not right there. It's like, ooh.
It's like, what?
Did that really just happen?
Then Kevin came out the week after that.
Kevin was right. I'm right.
He's like, I didn't do nothing wrong. You're the one that did something wrong.
I mean, he did though. He did.
Oh, that is true. That's true.
Like, that's real. I don't believe Kevin's a bad guy.
Nah, like honestly, let me ask you
for like damn near half a decade.
Let me really ask y'all that. Like, say y'all being bullied in school. This bully that been beating you up, him and his friends for like the last year, been kicking your ass every day you come to school. Your homeboy finally like, yo, we gonna take these cats out, man, and show them they can't mess with us. Y'all fight them finally. It kind of dies off. And then you come and see both of these motherfuckers sitting at lunch together, sharing fucking extra fries on Burger Day. Like,
yeah.
Like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
Yep.
Oh no, man! It's just we just breaking this bread just so you know because he need me to help. We on a project together in science class. They don't give a fuck. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This man been beating us up for a year, and you helping him? Nah, fuck that.
The thing was, and that's a problem with Cody's title reign is that there was nothing for him to do outside of Roman. It would have made more sense if Roman like bended the knee to ask for Cody's help. Then it's like, you're acknowledging me.
This is also to remind you as well that SmackDown only has 6 people that work there. So it's also their fault because no one shows up for some reason. I don't know why there's no one on the roster and why only 6 people. Only 6 people worked them.
They didn't give me what I wanted. They gave him halfway cinematic interest, but I wanted Sami to be in Gorilla. They didn't give me what I wanted. Sami should have been in Gorilla just so we can look him off.
If Kevin don't win,
oh boy.
Actually, if Kevin wins, I can see that. Wait, Kevin Owens is a 7-time champion?
Not world champion.
I don't like them doing that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like them doing that then.
Yes, he has other championships, but he's only been world champion once.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't confuse me like that. I don't like that confusion, WWE. If you got multiple in one, say that like 5-time US champion or 3-time Intercontinental champion. Don't be combining titles like that. Then you're gonna make me confused.
Yeah.
Kevin trolling. He got a Canadian Dream shirt and he's wearing that sleeve to do the bionic elbow.
Yes.
Savage.
We go all night. Yo, if Kevin does a cartwheel and the star, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh
if Kevin does a full-out cartwheel, I'll lose my shit tonight. Woo!
Dear God.
And if Cody Rhodes don't do it and give him the middle finger, we've dropped the ball. Like, Cody, it's right there for you to do. Just and then like, yo, it's right there. You gonna hit me with my Stardust shit? Think I'm not gonna use it tonight?
I think I need to see that more than a polka dots now.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he hasn't done that yet. He hasn't tributed his dad like that way. He can wear some regular tights like he's wearing, but they just be the black and yellow polka dots.
Or even low-key come out in black and yellow. Like all of his
Bianca makes gear. Commission her to make some polka dot tights.
I know she invited you to the barbecue over there. You can ask. Now my question is though, do we need a change at this particular time? Does this make sense for Cody to drop the title?
If you feel like the Randy story is like bigger than a belt, or if you feel like you're going to put the belt right back on Roman at some point next year for the Dwayne stuff, then yeah.
Because that's my question of what's next for both of these people. Not even just from a Cody standpoint, but what does the landscape of SmackDown look like now going to USA and moving into 2025? Is it Cody still the face of SmackDown, or is it the KO show?
I still think I stand by what they were saying as far as like nobody's moving from SmackDown to Raw as far as Roman and Cody. I believe that. But I don't think this has anything to do with Cody, and it has a lot to do with Kevin, if that makes sense. Kevin's been so deserving, and he's like just been waiting his chance. Remember, he's had within the past 5 years, he's had like 2 major contract negotiations, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when there was like the tampering period, kind of, and the Bucks put like Kevin Steen in their bio and all that, and then he just had another one, like I want to say within the past year and a half, and he ripped up.
Yeah, because
he's been loyal.
Yeah,
he's been so loyal,
bro.
What's the little 2-month title reign?
Bro, he lost to Goldberg, man. Y'all got to give this man something. He let Goldberg take his title away from him. Like, y'all owe him. You owe Kevin Owens.
Kevin Hart.
Well, you owe Kevin Hart too, because that's how WrestleMania came to Philly, according to him. So we do owe him, I guess. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Mayor. Like, I don't mind a 2-month stint and then like losing it at like Elimination Chamber.
It doesn't hurt anything with WrestleMania because it's not happening until mid-April.
And I'd be curious as to like what you had brought up a long time ago with Trick Williams. I would love to know the chase Cody Rhodes now after you finish the story? What does that Cody Rhodes look like trying to chase to get back into the WrestleMania picture?
What type of doubt is in your heart? What type of pressure do you feel as the guy with the tour bus and his face is on everything?
Like, the guy that ruined our match between Rock and Roman. And now you've lost it.
I would be okay if Cody did drop it, because storyline purposes, it does make a little sense considering it's not more of Cody, it's more of Kevin, because Kevin would always, I'm not going to say fall short, but it just sucks because he was right there and he deserves to be world champion. I believe he deserves to at least be world champion. And plus, WrestleMania 8 till April in Vegas. We also have not just Raw on Netflix, but Saturday Night's Main Event is coming back to Texas. We also have Rumble. We have Elimination Chamber. This is really not going to hurt Cody, but I would love for him to be a heel turn, because it would be nice to see him go heel and just see getting that, because we didn't get it when John Cena was a babyface. So this will be really interesting to see Cody have that heel persona, thinking like you see him everywhere on mainstream, on the tour bus, everything.
Curveball too. I think the finalists. Who was the finalist in the Rumble this year? It was Punk and Cody, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that can easily be a Mania match if Punk wins the Rumble this upcoming year. Punk will eat that man alive up on the mic, though. I don't know if they want to do that. Yeah, it is Wing Dinkle.
Yeah.
Dope.
He ain't even gonna make it white. Man, you gonna lose.
See, I'm mad at what you said yesterday, because now I feel like I've just been conditioned to like America and birds. That's why I like the way you go.
That's kind of whack. that is not a good.
It's so dope, though. It's so dope, but that's really why.
You like eagles. That's it. If that eagle wasn't right there, you'd be like, all right.
I've been singing the damn Pledge of Allegiance every damn day. Now I like this belt.
That's it. America. Every time you see it, America. That belt is okay. It ain't trash, but it is okay. How you not come with the white belt, though? Like, look, you're not even paying attention to the championship. No, that belt does not look good. You can't even see the details in it. All you just see is the black world and the world in the middle.
I will say that in the age of high definition in 4K, it was a lot better in 1993 on Bret Hart. It meant something to me back then.
Bret Hart, the only one.
I'm tired of this red, white, and blue America shit, man. You should have gave me the polka dots, man.
That would have been very epic if he came out with
He's been subbing his daddy this whole time. He got a Canadian Dream shirt on. You can't give me polka dots one time. You know what? I know it's for the bionic elbow, but what if Kevin do the people's elbow?
I'll laugh my ass off.
That would be funny. That would be.
If he rock bottoms Cody, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we missed a lot of stuff we could have played on. White strap on the belt, coming out in polka dots, or at least your dad's jacket.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be dope if he did like an updated version of his dad's entrance music. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I like the new graphic. That's nice.
Crown Jewel champion. Wait, hold on. Two-time Royal Rumble winner? Am I tripping?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to back.
Oh, yeah, he was back to back.
First one to do it since Austin.
And you know what? Yeah, he did win the Rumble this year, and I thought I was really upset by that. But I know
remember, because Punk got hurt.
Yeah.
Nah, special little nobodies. I didn't roll up to the Gardens on Thursday. I kind of wanted to, just last minute. I had a lot of stuff going on this week with like holiday parties and stuff like that. So I couldn't make my way out to the Christmas.
Man,
it was. I saw the videos. I wish I could have went out there. If all I had to do was bring a toy for that concert.
Yeah, because it was packed and it was popping. But same thing. I had to go to a holiday party for work, and I was like, y'all would pick. Y'all, like, why y'all pick today? Because that happened. The video game awards was literally in the next building by us. I'm like,
yeah, it's a random. What was it? Wednesday? Random Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. Well, it was popping though. Glorilla came out.
Oh wow.
A whole bunch of people was there. And nobody shot the place up and ruined it. It was
That's the first thing I told my boy in Arizona. He was like, "Oh, you out in Watts there?" I was like, "It take a lot to get me to go to the Nickersons. A lot. I just don't got time today. That's probably the safest time you can go. I didn't have time."
Yeah.
My event today was actually kind of dope. Like I said, we was out there fundraising for young adults with developmental disabilities, raised a lot of money. Big turnout, had over 1,000. I want to say just under 1,300 people come out to dress up and do the 5K. Nice. Really good event. They do a lot of great work to help young adults with developmental disabilities kind of get into the workforce and have different skills and trades. So it is a pretty good cause. I do it every single year.
Nice.
Congrats. Incredible turnout.
Kevin, throw him into the prime sign.
Oh, now they want to do picture-in-picture for the main event.
If Kevin don't throw him into this prime display.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they're just saying picture-in-picture for now. You went to the TDE Christmas Special of Nobodies? I heard that this is like the 11th one. Is it always in the same location? I'm just trying to update on my computer.
Hey. Oh yeah, we have found out Logan Paul was definitely trolling us because I think I heard something Friday on something they all supposed to be at, and it was like including this person, Logan Paul. I'm like, I thought you retired.
Yeah, there was no way he was going to miss Netflix.
Why are you making these spots if you quit? Okay, so we got Cody with the messed up ankle and Kevin going to work on it.
I respect Kevin Owens for really for his entire career just not giving a shit about ring gear and the budget put into it.
Nope. Just fight Owens fight. His skill set make you not care. And speaking for someone of the big back community, believe me, that is a great attire that he has on because you can do so much.
Oh my God, he just did Goldust reference and Diaz.
Wow.
Close to the cartwheel. That
was a good DDT.
Yeah, real nice DDT. Dustin Rhodes is no longer affiliated with AEW, right? He finished up his contract there?
I think his contract is done, yeah.
Yeah. But I think it was either Thursday or this upcoming week, him and Sami are supposed to send the Ring of Honor tag team title.
I blame Vince McMahon for ruining the Natural's career. He didn't never need to be no Goldust. Natural was always dope. Not my signal cutting out.
Oh, he did the cartwheel. All right. I forgot too. We on NBC, so he can't flip no fingers. I forgot.
Yeah.
BC, but he hit us with the Stardust to him. Okay. I think the Naturalist, though, the reason why, because remember, you got the Naturalist during the peak of the Attitude Era. Well, like going into the start of the Attitude Era. So for him, it was almost kind of gonna be like that Brett thing. Like y'all are great specialists in the ring.
You need a personality though.
Yeah. And this is where he was like, okay, we got to go with the characters that we could get. And in a way, it worked. It just, the character he even picked too, it was just kind of hard to sell. Because if you think about it too, Undertaker as a character is a hard sell. A dead dude that got a dude that worked from the morgue, and like that was something you didn't expect to just blow up.
That's true, but it did.
And I think just the thing for Goldust, because it had to do with like sex and all that stuff, it was very hard to push fully mainstream.
That's true.
Wait, somebody giving feedback, just FYI.
I just muted.
Okay, so we don't get flagged. I definitely also want to have us start next year Discord.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, because we can actually play the video on Discord where we can actually all watch it, and people in the community can chat with us, so we can actually hear from Boza, special little nobodies, and like actually chat with them outside of just the comments.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah,
that would be.
So we're gonna see about getting that set up, at least for just like these like PLE watch alongs, not like everything, but like
yeah.
What time is it? 6:53. Okay, we got 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We got 7 minutes.
An RKO. Interesting.
I got Kevin tried to grab him and he still fell off the table.
The shot of the belt right there did make it look really tiny.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to bust people up about that belt. I'm so sorry. I feel like I've taken y'all dreams away with this. Boy, I was like, if that's it, is yo. So we still need Crossroads, but we still need a pop-up power bomb and a stunner from Kevin.
I'm surprised he hasn't power bombed him on the apron yet.
I thought that move was banned.
That's what I mean. That's why he's been doing bad moves.
Would he do it now though, or would he do it like after the match?
Good point. If we're saying this isn't like the end of this feud, then yeah, I can see that.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I ain't seen this in a minute. Is he going to do it? Ooh! I ain't seen Kevin do that off the top rope. Minute.
Oh, that's a dope move that Kevin did.
Yeah, that's that in them old NXT days right there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, come on, Kevin. You ain't tired. Get up. I'm telling y'all, yo, that belt is, yo.
Say, don't ever want to see it on Cody again.
Yeah.
Only person he did is hard. Oh snap! Ref out.
Hey, bro.
And the referee, he's out.
I gotta believe Bret Hart's a bigger dude than Cody. So I gotta feel like the pixels on my TV is too high def to make this belt look like that.
And it's still like you still didn't see the details. Yo,
I'm about to go plug up a big booty TV and see if the belt still hold up.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild if he loses because of this.
Man.
First of all, ref, you came in too strong to Kevin. You came in way too strong. You about to get KO'd.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, I see it. I see how this about to end. Oh wow, I don't see how this about to end. Oh, snap. Okay, wait a minute. Man, we got 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Two minutes left. 2 minutes.
What a ref at though? What a ref at?
Wow.
Where's the ref?
Cody can use the chair though.
Wow.
Man.
No ref though. 1, 2. Yo, if that's a
3.
That's trash. That's trash. That's trash, yo.
Man.
That's trash. Man, all right. All right. Okay. Says when the ref ain't in the ring to do a count.
Never. That's never happened.
He counted from the outside of the ring.
What?
Made the 3 count. I get it has to be nostalgia. I get it has to be throwback. We're supposed to live in this space where we're in this time capsule. But because Cody used the chair and nobody gets caught, and it's like he still. But come on, man. Kevin couldn't put his foot on the rope. That was nasty. That was gross.
Yeah.
So we definitely gonna get a part 2 of this, from what I just saw.
Yeah.
We definitely getting a part 2.
Since when does the heel suffer from his faults like that? Normally he gets getting cleaned after I would have took the whole trifecta crossroads tonight.
That's what I thought we was gonna get, and that's why I don't like about this, because it makes Kevin look a little bad, because it's like that didn't take him out.
Mm-hmm.
Where did GM at? GM supposed to come out and be like, nah, he used the chair to win the fight.
Nick Aldis.
Be like, nah, you're supposed to be in the ring to do the count, right? Not outside.
Yeah, that's never happened.
This is how you know they on NBC right now. Be like, we got to be out at a certain time. Wrap this up.
See, credit.
Interesting.
Damn. So no title changes.
Who reported that garbage?
Fightful, champion. I think it was Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful reported it on his Twitter.
Sean Ross over here pulling David Meltzer's on y'all.
Not one title change, huh?
Oh yeah, because I know we gotta talk about it on the post show, because I'm talking shit about this Liv EO shit. I'm talking.
I don't know if this is breaking news. We didn't talk about it yesterday. But my other client, Miss Parker,
yeah,
she got an NXT Women's Promo of the Year award.
Oh,
she just put it on Twitter.
What?
For the what? That was like 2 weeks ago.
I actually don't know which one. Let me double. Is there any 5 print here?
Yeah, if it's the one from 2 weeks ago. Fantastic.
I don't know, but she got NXT End of the Year award, just like Lola did. Promo of the year, women's promo of the year. That is.
Dang! Congrats to Miss Parker, bro. Especially if it's that one. Whew. All right, that was Saturday night's main event right there.
Yep. Okay, that left a lot to be desired, honestly.
Yep.
That's just interesting how they not flat, but just not. I'm not full. Man, I'm not surprised.
That's definitely gonna get about a maybe 6 out of 10 for me. I'm gonna give it that. I'm gonna give it about a 6 out of 10. I get it was 2 hours, but also too, I didn't like that we didn't get not just the matches, but like we didn't get none of the in between either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are backstage segments? Like,
yeah,
it's superstars interacting with legends. Like, we didn't get none of that.
No.
Are they doing a
Nah, it went straight off. They didn't do a pre-show either.
Nope.
Okay.
That was wild because I went there. It said it started at 4:00. Well, the show started at 5, so I'm thinking, okay, 4:00 pre-show, and it still was sitting there like, hey, the thing will begin shortly. So no pre-show, no press conference, just hey, NBC decided they wanted to do Saturday night's main event. That's all you getting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be about a 6 out of 10 for me. I will say this is definitely not a PLE. We definitely not gonna put this in PLE category.
Yeah, that's no title changes, very straightforward. It is a glorified live show.
Yeah, that was it. That's exactly what it was. Glorified live show. This was their version of AEW's Rampage. That's what this was. Take that how you will.
I'm just going to give it a 7 out of 10. There was a lot, and it just felt rushed.
Yeah.
And Rampage actually put up better matches than this.
That says a lot. That says a lot. That says a whole lot. Jeez.
You can never really say that.
Woo.
I don't.
Wow, man.
Well, did we need Sami and Drew? We can talk about it in the post show, but I actually think Sami and Drew had a solid opening. I think they did what they were supposed to do, especially to make up for the steel cage match we were supposed to get. I think they did what they were supposed to. I ain't got no notes on it. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be a barn burner, but it wasn't bad. They did just what they're supposed to do. Wait, did she make a post show link?
That's a good question. I did not check.
Let me check. Because if we don't, then
links everywhere.
There's so many links. So many damn links. I do not see one. Well, do y'all just want to do the show here?
Welcome to the Saturday night.
We might as well do the post show on here. I mean,
welcome to the post show. Yo, I just realized too, the title don't even say watch along. It literally just says Saturday night's main event. That's it.
2 for 1 special, y'all.
2 for 1 special. Oh my goodness, man. Well, post show. Welcome. Let's start it off with the beginning before we start with the match. Just y'all thoughts on Jesse the Body Ventura back in the WWE, back on WWE television. We talked about how, nostalgia may not have affected the entire arena, but I do assume that the three of us do know who Jesse is. People in the chats are aware of Jesse Ventura is. Your thoughts on seeing him back on WWE television, especially at Saturday night's main event?
Yeah, he's one of those throwback voices that you that resonate with this event. Also, just the appeal he brings alone, just being a very brash talker. We don't really have that much of that in this sport any longer. He kind of defined that era with his persona, which led him to a political seat at some point during his lifetime. So also he can still add a lot of crossover appeal. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw him on the ESPN radio show just yesterday with Peter Rosenberg. There's those type of things that he can still bring to the world of wrestling. And if people don't know him, you'll probably instantly be gravitated to him.
Yeah, you're right, Latrell. It looks really hard to look at. Yes, that title was very hard to look at. Yes, I agree with you.
I actually am happy to see Jesse back because people don't realize the impact he made when he was there, and also being a talented commentator. Also, he did what he did best because he supported heels when he was a commentator. So
Yes,
it was very much spot on. Also, he does bring a little bit of mainstream where a lot of people don't know. He was a governor in Minnesota. He did provide a lot of crossover because I forget what season it was, but he was part of the opener of Monday Night Football where the Vikings faced off against the Eagles week 1. And he provided that opener, which I knew right away from that voice. I was like, okay, that's Jesse the Body Ventura, and he's supporting his Viking. So that's a little bit of crossover there in the sports world. And also, I do see him really contribute a lot, especially under the Triple H era. Mm-hmm. So it won't be the last time we see Jesse the Body Ventura. And I would like to see him a lot more on television.
Yeah, same. I will say the one thing that this did show clear with him on there is that pairings are important when it comes to these commentators, because even to Cedric's point, like how brash his commentary is, I saw a few pointers where Joe Tessitore may not have known how to react to what Jesse was saying, or try to jump on to some of the things, because he was saying he had threw a couple of jokes out there where I was like, so Joe, you're not going to, like, he just threw that out. Like, you're not going, he literally just alley-hooped it to you. You're not going, okay, you're just going to stick to your script. As opposed to if Pat McAfee was talking to him, like we just saw in the match, it's like, okay, it's the pairings that you got to have. Because he was able to pick up on some of that brash talk. He played into some of the things that Jesse was saying. And it's like, hey, this is how you get your Hall of Famer to be shown and stuff like that. But no disrespect to like Joe Tessitore, like everybody got their style. Everybody has their way of working. And so I think that's just an important thing to see, that all of them have like a different personality. But it was good to see Jesse back. I think just to Courtney's point with this new Triple H era, mending a lot of those bridges and being able to have these folks that did put in such time, such effort, their bodies on the line for all of this stuff, that they finally getting that recognition and appreciation even after they've left their boots in the ring. So let's get into the first match. Mick Foley Jr. taking on the Scottish Psychopath in the opener, Saturday night's main event, and Drew McIntyre coming out the winner. Courtney, I want to ask you your thoughts on this match, and what would you rate it on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm actually going to give it a solid 8 because it was a nice way to kick off Saturday night's main event. And actually, they did deliver a good match. The fans were actually into it, and just seeing both of them. And also, this was Drew's first match since he came back after that brutal Hell in a Cell. So I wouldn't be surprised if Drew was a little stiff, but he didn't look like he missed a beat at all during that whole match with Sami. And also, this was a more important match for Drew because the last thing he wants to do is lose on his first match back on Saturday night's main event. So I'm really happy he's coming back. But also, there's a lot more storytelling to this because last night we did see him on SmackDown. He beat up on Jimmy Uso. So curious to know on what's going to happen next, especially on Raw. And it looks like he's going to take out pretty much every person one by one of the old bloodline and seeing how the storyline further goes with him. But I gave it a solid 8 out of 10 for Drew McIntyre. Sami, of course, delivered a solid match. And this is, I don't think this is going to be the end of the interaction between those two.
Okay. Mayor, your thoughts on the opening match and what would you rate it on the scale of 1 to 10?
So I hadn't yet seen this match. I only know the outcome. Okay. So I will just rate the story. And it seems like Drew was hell-bent on taking down the bloodline, which if you detail far back when Drew was a champion, this probably all started back then. So I'm a big fan of long-term storytelling in that regard. And I feel like somehow, some way, this is getting us to Drew and Roman, because his tweet says 1 down, 4 to go, which really maybe only like 3 because Jimmy has the broken toe. But it seems like we're headed towards a really nice, a really meaningful match with Jay and Drew. And you know what? Now that I think about the 4 to go, I mean, I wonder if that includes Punk, if I'm being honest. So if we're getting like a Drew revenge tour, I mean, I think that's where we'll see some of his best work, just like we've seen all year.
Well, he said he wasn't done with Jay either. Like, just because like he stopped with Punk. Remember at one point on Raw, he said, I'm not done with you. I'm still salty over what you did. I'm not finished with you yet. Yeah. So I think he might be next, and I think that keeps Jay occupied with that. But what did you rate it? Oh no, I'm sorry, you said you didn't see it. So what'd you rate the story?
You know what? So far, I give it a 7. I mean, you can't do much after one of the biggest stories of the year, but I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah. Same for me with Courtney. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because it did its job. It checked off all the boxes. It was a great opener to Saturday night's main event. For a story that is just starting out, it did what it was supposed to do. It kept it open. If there's to be another one, it also could possibly have been just a one-off for it, but it did everything it needed to do. It got the crowd into it. It got the crowd behind them. They didn't miss a beat. I think it just reminded me of just, again, how good Mick Foley Jr. is, not just this underdog from the underground. Like, bro, you just picked up Drew McIntyre and did a blue thunder bomb. Like, Drew McIntyre is like 300 and something pounds, and you picked him up like it was nothing. I'm like, this is the Sami that I keep talking about. That guy. And it was good. It was clean. It showed, and it was, I loved that ending. I love that ending. I wish, just because I'm a stickler to the particulars, I wish he'd have had more of a running start for the Claymore, but I'll take it. Again, a big-ass boot coming to your face, even so, lunging at you, gonna still take you out. Unlike our main event, which we're gonna get to. But he did pick up the victory. It was a great start to Saturday night's main event. So now we move into our second good old match of the night. The Women's World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. Let me get to it because we got pictures still. That ain't it. It was on the line. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Both competitors come from a faction. Io Sky, Damage Control. Liv Morgan, Judgment Day. All group members stayed in the back. No interference. It's just the two competitors in the ring. No outside interference, no nothing. And according to our historian Boza, it was a 9-minute and 5-second match of good old-fashioned wrestling between these two female competitors. And at the end, when the dust was settled, your champion, by way of an oblivion, and still Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Liv Morgan, standing tall, bloody nose and all. And then, of course, Rhea Ripley had to come and ruin it all. And there was a standoff in the middle of the pathway, which leads to, I believe, another match between them, or what I threw out, a potential triple threat between Rhea, Liv, and Io. But I want to get your thoughts on this match. Mayor, did you see this match?
I did see this match.
Okay. How did you feel about this? I mean, what would you rate this match on a scale of 1 to 10? And then give me your thoughts and what was good about the match and what you thought could have improved on this match.
That's tough. I mean, I think the two women work really well together. Liv and Io work really well together. I thought from the outlook of the match, I feel like I can give the match an 8. I just didn't like the outcome. So I would say maybe more time could have helped. I just have a problem with we're not going to have no interference to get people cleared for these two to fight like woman to woman. I don't see what we're doing with Io if she loses clean like that, especially with all the damage that she did to Liv throughout the course of the match. There was a point in the match where the commentators actually said Liv hasn't mounted any offense in this match. Io is taking it to her. So for her to lose clean like that after becoming number one contender, after being, I think, probably the only woman this year to pin Bianca Belair clean, what are we doing? So it's more about, this tells me this is more about Liv's story than Io's. And unfortunately, I feel like it puts Io in the same position that she was in after dropping the title to Bayley. After Bayley dropped the title some months ago, it puts her in that exact same position of like, you're in flux. So what do we see now? Do we see you challenging for the eventual women's Intercontinental title? Are you bookended to be in the Royal Rumble and maybe get a strong push there? I just feel like this was an opportunity to anoint Io again, because she only won her title before by way of Money in the Bank. Mm-hmm. So she has a right to have that same credibility that we're trying to give Liv Morgan. And I don't think this gave it to her, if I'm being honest. So overall, I'll stick with my 8 out of 10. Short match could have been a 10 out of 10, honestly, with the work we saw, if it was just a little bit longer. And I feel like if I didn't need Io to become champion, but I needed her to lose differently than that.
All right. Courtney, same question. What do you rate the match 1 out of 10? And what did you think was best about the match and what could have needed some improvement?
I'm actually going to give it a 7.5 on the match, only because these two ladies have so much chemistry in the ring. I just wish it was a little bit longer. I just wish the match could have been a little bit longer, because there was so much offense that not just Io was putting out, but Liv could have poured out as well, because it looked like they both work well together. And also, I was very surprised that Liv pinned Io clean. But I understand they're trying to give the win to Liv, considering she hasn't had many clean victories, because in the last couple of months, there's been a lot of interference. There's been a lot of shenanigans. So they're trying to give that to Liv. Now, I understand they're trying to do it with Rhea, because I feel like they should have given that moment to Liv for a bit, saying, I'm the champ, I'm here. They could have saved that for Raw on Monday. And it could have gave that moment to Liv, saying, I pinned one of the second most top women on the Raw roster. I pinned a former women's champion. So that is really something. And I get they're trying to do Rhea versus Liv on WrestleMania in Vegas, because that's probably the end result that creative team wants to do. But there's a lot that they really kind of need to flex. And on top of that, it's a possibility we could see a triple threat, because if you saw the stare down between Io and Rhea, that's also another factor in as well. And it got a lot of hits when the video was released on social overnight. So there is still a lot of interaction with all three of them. And also considering some of the other factions are busy, like Dakota Kai, she's getting ready to compete for the Intercontinental Women's Championship. And also we're going to see what's happening with the Judgment Day, because, well, we'll see what happens there, because we're going to talk about the triple threat match a little bit later. but there is still a lot of interaction with all three women, and this is going to be far from over. And I do see potential in Io. I just thought at least she would have won it tonight. But it'll put a lot of chip on her shoulder and be a little bit more aggressive towards not just Liv Morgan, but also Raquel Rodriguez.
Moral of the story? It's all Asuka's fault. Damage control is weaker because you are not doing your job, ma'am. They gonna do Asuka like they did Big E.
I'm gonna fight all these urges, my brother.
I can't even say it. I can't even say it.
I can't even.
Yeah, I was like, because I don't want to provoke her name. I definitely understand y'all perceptions of it. I do, however, see it a different way, and I am going to say I will have to respectfully disagree, because I think this is another thing of where we're not allowing this to cook just enough. Like, we really have to keep in mind the timeline of what we're seeing. Io just recently started getting back into singles competition. Remember, when we beat Bianca, it was still because we were in the tag team title contingency picture. And so that aided to that story, but it still catapulted Io. Now, we also have to look at the fact of what we said after the watch along, that we don't even consider this a PLE. This is a upscaled live show. So in doing so, this is something we had to do for NBC. Let's go ahead and get this situated. That's why I don't think this hurts Io, and I don't think this drops Io, like how you said when Bayley won. What I think it does is it still keeps her within that top title contingency picture, because of something y'all also said. Who else is there to be a challenger? Because majority of the women's division is in that intercontinental tournament right now. So the only ones you have for the world title technically is a Io, is a Rhea. But what they've set up with us from a storytelling point, I think a big thing we may be missing, and I'm just going to call it out to say that it was said here, if it does happen, we're missing the big piece that no one's talking about, because there's a whole other story that's going on. I don't think Rhea nor Io is going to face Liv at WrestleMania. It's going to be Liv versus Becky for that title at WrestleMania. She took it off her. She wants it back. And this would solidify Liv Morgan's reign for a championship. But now that I think we're gonna get a triple threat match for this title at Netflix's first Raw. I think they're gonna. You already know they're trying to stack the crap out of that card, and I think that's gonna be the title.
Becky's likely gonna be at that.
Yeah, episode. She's gonna be there in LA.
Liv wins. Becky stares her down. The man is back, and now we get to see that go on, that rivalry happening. But you still have Io and Rhea in the picture. So I think we just still need to allow that to cook, even for Io. Again, I do not think this hurts Io at all. I think this is going to give Io that edge again that she be having, where she's pissed off and she's going to keep picking up victories. Because we've seen it even after beating Bianca. Like, Io has been looking fantastic in the ring. So it's only going to keep happening, especially on the road to WrestleMania. But I'd give this a match like a solid. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 myself, just because I think I agree with both of y'all. If it was a little bit longer, I believe her loss wouldn't cut as hard as it's cutting for y'all right now. If they had just a little bit more time to really sell this. But because of the time constraint that they have for this, and for what else they were throwing in there that took a little bit longer than need to, they got the short end of the stick, and I don't think that was right.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna move on to the next match, which was strange that was the next one rather than the other one. But hey, that just lets you know though how great women's wrestling is right now. But we're gonna
Gunther, the ring general Gunther.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Thank you so much, Mayor. Oh, yo, I was like, if I do not hear that today, there's Saturday Night's main event. Triple threat action between the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther Finn Balor and Damian Priest. It was a hard-hitting battle. And in the end, because of some struggles and because of attitudes and hatreds towards one another, at the end of the day, Gunther picked up the victory and is still your world heavyweight champion. Now, the question is, though, was this the right choice that was made? I want to get y'all opinions on it. Courtney, I'm going to start with you. 1, rate this match on the scale from 1 to 10. And then the second question, the next set of questions, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, and did the right person win this match tonight? We'll start with that question first. Did the right person win this match tonight?
The right person did with Gunther, because I just think with this, Damian and Finn, they got a lot they gotta take out, because it was mostly centered on them, that they tend to forget about Gunther all of a sudden, and it was a title match. Because the minute the bell run, Damian wanted to rip off Finn's head during that whole match. It was like, you forgot Gunther was even here and he's the champ.
That's when I knew he was gonna win. As soon as that happened, I was like, Gunther.
I gotta do that. They were gonna butt heads, but I just wish this match, because I really thought it was gonna be a solid match. I just wish it would have ended. I just wish it would have happened a little bit longer. And with the circumstances that happening between Damian and Finn, and then of course with the Judgment Day, because I know Finn's not going to be a happy camper, considering the tag titles will be defended on Monday against the War Raiders. So that's going to be a lot of, I don't want to say contention, but a lot of, it's going to be a dark little cloud hanging over the Judgment Day on Monday after this loss. Because I feel like Finn is not going to really focus as much, since he's so obsessed on being world champion again. I'm just curious on what's next for Gunther, because I actually low-key enjoyed his rivalry with Damian, because there's so many layers to this, especially going back to SummerSlam, that there's a lot of development with these two. And also seeing the promos that they did with each other, there is a lot that they can do with this storyline. And it also, it doesn't even though Gunther's a champ, there's just so many avenues. But I understand people want to go with Damian and Finn again, which I'm okay with that, but at least just like not water it out a bit, because that's the thing I'm just worried about. Is it going to be watered out too soon? Because of course you have Rumble coming up, and of course my pick has been Balor to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Damian Priest won the Rumble. So that's another thing. And also, I wouldn't be shocked if Damian and Finn met during Raw on Netflix, being the premiere, because they're putting that stack card into the max. I wouldn't be shocked if those two had a match in LA. So the next thing is going to be very curious on who's Gunther going to face next, since he's champion, who's going to be his next competitor, and also be on the lookout on the reaction, because and this is a solid big if the War Raiders beat JD and Finn, there's going to be a lot of friction with the Judgment Day if they drop the belt.
All right. And then what would you rate this match on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I'll give it 7.
All right. Mayor, we're going to throw the same questions to you. First off, did the right person win this match?
Yeah, because we're too, to me, we're still early in Gunther's title reign. We saw that man be Intercontinental Champion for 2 years. So we got to give him a respectable World Championship reign, because he earned that. It's not same thing with Cody, except it was Cody's fault that his title reign is kind of lackluster. It's not Gunther's fault that we are void of credible challengers, but they're building these guys up. They're building up Priest. They're building up Finn. They've built up Jay. Eventually you'll have Braun Breaker, who stared down Gunther before. Eventually it'll come, but Gunther's been the same machine that we have seen for the past 4 or 5 years. The violence, the brutality. I mean, that you want to be honest, I'm throwing another shot here. That's actual beautiful madness that Gunther does in the ring. But I mean, the way he finished that match alone, like just violent. They forgot about him in the midst of going at each other, and he just violently finished the match. I think, if anything, this is probably the perfect time to do some crossover stuff. Like, if you want to have some Goldberg nostalgia, I'm sure Dion will love that. It's a perfect time. If you want to take the TNA World Champion, #1 contender, and Joe Hendry, it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time to do stuff like that because Gunther's title reign is so fresh. You just want to see him work, and he's the workman's champion. So I think the right man won, and similar to which title reign? Similar to what we see in NXT. There's a large depth of talent that is currently growing with Gunther to make the pool that much better. And then we're going to get some transfer portal guys as well.
Yeah. What do you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.5.
Yeah.
8.5. They worked well as a trio. And I think the reason Priest is entered in this match is because you want to have a babyface there. You want to have somebody that the fans can get behind and say, oh, rah, rah, rah. But we know Gunther going to whoop that ass. Don't matter who you are. And you should expect Gunther to just wash everybody until it's Braun Breaker's turn. I'm just being completely honest with you.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Nope.
I also believe the right person won at this time. That was my original pick. I was saying just because of the title change, and I was like, man, Finn might be getting this. But it went to the right thing, and I like how it was where it went back and forth with the people. Like, you didn't know, like, okay, who's gonna catch it and who's gonna not. But you saw Gunther take it. One thing I will say to answer to this, Gunther's moveset is not weak sauce. If anything, what people need to forget is what people tend to forget, which is something we talk about with Jesse the Body Ventura. People forget a DDT used to be a special, like straight head under, pull back. That was the finisher because you're driving someone's head in the mat. Just because you see them do 16 moonsaults and 17 style clashes and still kick out, don't mean that their moveset. If anything, that makes you weaker because of how many times you have to do it. Being able to take somebody out with a single power bomb, and every time he see it, it looks disgusting. Every time they hit that mat, it's like, yeah, that's it. And the way he roll them up, like, you're not breathing. That shit, your air out your lungs. You are pinned up like this. The last thing you really thinking about doing is kicking out, unless you got the power and the energy to still do that. So I don't think it's weak sauce. I think we're just so used to seeing people water down moves that watching him bring these back to where it's like, oh, shit. Dang, a chop. Like, remember when chops was nothing anymore? This man, like, when Gunther walk out, you be like, yo, hey, dog, I don't want to chop that. I don't want to get chopped. I don't want to get chopped.
The thing that Gunther does is he takes the moves that epitomize wrestling during its growth, and he does them with intensity, and it makes it believable. He makes you remember, like you said, remember that these are painful things that are happening. So I don't know how people don't like Gunther's work. I don't know how we've made him like the rich snob champion who's questioning his morale when he really has only had one pinfall loss.
No, I know
I'm not counting the Cody one because that was just like,
I know when that happened. That's when he walked out with them shoes and they had no socks on. That's when that happened. When he did that, that's when people thought he was rich. Because only rich people do some ignorant shit like that. You came out in dress shoes and no socks. Like, yeah, you got money. You got money.
Yeah.
That's when all that shit started changing. When he walked out like that, that was it. Also, too, I gotta say, I don't like. I'll put to you like this, King Michael. Meet Gunther first, then see if you still have that same opinion. Because somebody told me, like, I remember my homeboy was like, felt the same way till he actually met Gunther, and he didn't realize how big Gunther is. Because he was like, like on TV, he looked small and tall. He just kind of looked tall and lanky now. Gunther is still big. That's still a big man. So that's why it's like I don't get the like what's hard to believe about his moves.
Gunther will make you appreciate Yams and Mac touching, Mike.
I still can't believe it. That still gets me. That still gets me every time. Like I get it, it's your preference. So I'm like, okay. But I think the match was dope. I wish it would have went a little bit longer. But also, too, I would like to see. I need a Gunther and Damian part 3. I need one with no interference. I need a clean winner, and I think we either get that at the Raw going to Netflix, or we get that at the Royal Rumble, or we might get it at the next Saturday night's main event. What? I don't understand that. Like how?
God.
You know they're sweet cheeses.
That reminds me of Abbott Elementary where dude was like, fruit shouldn't be warm.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. Hey, shout out to whoever be writing on Abbott Elementary because y'all be killing it. Y'all be killing it. Fruit should not be warm. But yeah, I think I want a Gunther 3, a Gunther and Damian Priest 3. So we can see who's a clean victor in that. And then honestly, though, I think his next opponent, if that doesn't happen, I think his next opponent is going to be somebody from the transport portal. Because we got it on SmackDown with Braun Strowman last night. So we got to see the effects of how that's going to happen on Raw.
Yeah, I think we'll learn on Monday who probably got put in the transfer portal ahead of January 6th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think we see one of those, and I think that'll be maybe Gunther's next challenger if we get this whole Damon and Finn thing again to, I guess, settle whatever it is. Yeah. But I get a match of 8. I get a match of 8. I think again too, most of them will probably get no higher than an 8 just because of the fact of not them particularly, but how Saturday Night Main Event was set up. It's like, okay, we get it. You had to give something to NBC. These are the matches y'all setting up for us, but it wasn't like the delivery wasn't going to be what we needed. Like we see why we need them 4 hours for PLE now, even with 5 matches.
Yep.
So shout out to Gunther. We will see what will happen as we continue on to the last few episodes of Monday Night Raw on USA. How will it go down? We shall see. Now, what I feel is match of the night.
Here we go.
Match of the freaking night. The finals of the Women's U.S. Championship. Michin taking on Chelsea Green. A rivalry that has expanded for years from the TNA days, even to when they first returned. Both decorated champions in their own rights, and now sitting here making history on Saturday night's main event in New York, televised on NBC and for an inaugural championship. This match itself is what made Saturday night main event all about what it was supposed to be. This one particular match, if you wanted to sell making Saturday night main event, this was the match that you need to do, because this is the one that checked off all the boxes as to why you did this. And so after a dope match between these two women, my pick, who no one believed in, who all kept saying no, it wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't no, Bailey's gonna definitely beat the brakes off of Chelsea. No, Chelsea not gonna advance. Your boy said he stayed steadfast for the Canadian milk. You know what I'm saying? He stayed in the dairy aisle because he knew that bottle was going to take it all the way to the top. And we have a new Women's United States champion, and her name is Chelsea Green. So, Mayor, I got to ask. King Mike Hart, do you like wrestling at all? You just, yo, And that's one of my favorite folks that be on my Twitch and stuff because he will say something like, yo, and it's like, it's no disrespect to him. It's just like, yo, you see life so differently. Like, I just need to know, like, how did your thought process get to that? But I want to know from you, Mayor. Did the right person win? Thoughts on the match? And on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving tonight's match between Michin and Chelsea Green?
I'll give, you know what, this will be my 9 of the night. Just because everything surrounding the moment being an inaugural championship to Chelsea Green's ring gear that was very, I'll just use the term, colorful, featuring her face everywhere. Mia Yim rocking her collegiate jacket from the HBCU she went to. Like, just a lot of nice little wrinkles they put for this moment that's going to go down in history. The match itself was really good. I thought both ladies brought it tonight. And outside of the little moment that happened with the eat the feet with Chelsea's foot getting on the ring, the super unprettier was dope because we don't get to see Chelsea do those type of stunts. People forget that she's capable of a lot of stuff in the ring that just doesn't suit this character that she's portraying. Like I said, I had Mia Yim winning this match. I thought she's done a lot of leg work with trying to boost the division around her, boost the younger talent for a while, where she kind of earned this moment. But with Chelsea Green winning, I understand it. And I feel like she'll make the title hot. So I don't think it's a waste of a title. I think she'll make this title extremely relevant with just carrying it everywhere, going to all 3 brands, pestering GMs for TV time or to defend her title. I think it'll be one of those titles where everybody's chasing it because they're tired of her flaunting it. So I like it. So it'll be a 9 for me.
All right. I feel you. Before I let you go, Courtney, I want to point out about this match that this is y'all fault. This is y'all fault that she won. I just want y'all to know that because of the conversation y'all had, which do you like more, in-ring work or character? Both of these women equally have improved throughout the year of 2024. Like, Chelsea Green came into her own. Michin very much came into her own. Michin became a better wrestler. Chelsea became a better character. And who did you see on TV more? Who got the endorsements between the two? Chelsea's with Slim Jim now. Michin, I'm sure there's a high school that's sponsoring her right now. She didn't get just there quite yet. But what Michin did show in that division of the U.S. Championship, I wholeheartedly agree with Mayor that Michin is going to strip her of that title. I'm not going to say 60 days like he said, but in a very short span, we are going to see Michin as a U.S. champion because she definitely showed why all of what she's been putting in for this past year, it has all culminated to this. Because outside of the Nia Jax bubble, if we go with this bubble, and that bubble includes Tiffany Stratton, Candice, Naomi, Bailey, and then with, like Bianca just kind of be floating a little bit. So you take that out, who are the other women that are left? So you need
and that's what sucks. This also would have been a perfect title to have Indy Hartwell around, or Indy Hartwell win. Because she never got to really get a NXT title run as champion because she got hurt.
Yep. And hopefully they'll bring her back. I feel like they'll bring her back. Like, because there's no reason I feel like you should have let her go. But it gave Michin a reason of like, yo, I can definitely see you having, like, to this point to Boza's. To this point right here to Boza. I am thoroughly convinced after this match for Saturday night's main event that Mia Yim, aka Michin, will possibly get a WrestleMania moment. Her WrestleMania moment.
I think it's going to take that long. That's a long time, Boza. That's a long time.
That's what, 3 months?
I feel, and for WrestleMania moment, I'm being honest, I feel like that's for one of these mid-card titles, I'm looking at Kyrie. Because Kyrie didn't leave New Japan and come back to just be a sidekick. Transfer portal, whatever we got to do to get.
Well, no, but again, Kyrie's on Raw.
Yep.
Transfer portal.
If that happens, though, we still don't know if that's gonna happen. So right now, we're going off of who we got right now.
Okay. If it don't happen, it's Oscar's fault. I just want y'all to know I'm on record. She hold damage control back. She could be at Monday Night Raw, dancing, cheering them on, doing all that stuff, but she chose not to.
That's you going to do. She chose to be a mom and make YouTube videos. Kind of shit.
At home watching anime. Io Sky losing clean and sifting through trash cans.
While
you over here having a ball.
Y'all are tight on this clean win. Y'all are so tight on this clean win, man. Liv needed that. Liv so needed that. This definitely this Liv way more because now you want to see her defended more. Like it's like, yo, skip the Rhea stuff. Like, bring me the rest of these girls. Like, give me Ivy now. Give me Zelina Vega. That's what I'm saying.
It has an asterisk though, because you bring up Becky and you know, like you just know she would lose to Becky if it comes to it.
That's another reason why I think she should win. Becky should lay on her back at WrestleMania. If she really want to move the next generation, Becky has to lose at WrestleMania. Wait, when did she lose it? No.
She lost to that King and Queen of the Ring.
Right? She lost to Rhea. Yeah. She got to lose to
Rhea.
She got to lose to Liv. She got to lose to Liv. For all of this to come through, she has to lose to her. Becky has to go on her back at WrestleMania. That is the only way you put up the next generation. That's it. That's the only way you could do that. And then let somebody new beat her. Well, not new, but you know. But yeah, I think that's what we get till Mania. Yeah, I think Mia Yim gets her WrestleMania moment. But I enjoyed the match. Like I said, I will correct myself too. Of saying I don't think none of these were going to be above 8 because I agree with the mayor. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because it did what it was supposed to do for Saturday Night Main Event. This is something that, you know, they're going to always show on the highlight reels now when they talk about this coming back. So I think this was the match of the night for me. Seeing this between both of them, not just Chelsea with it, but both of these women in this match, putting on a great match too, and just showing like, hey, there is this division. We're the ones that's in it, and we're going to show you why you're going to keep seeing us on TV each week.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Whoa. Okay, so we going to get into the match, but so from breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, KO attacked Cody Rhodes after the show and delivered a package pile driver. Cody was stretched out, and Triple H was pissed off at KO.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a video. The video is out.
I'm gonna try to find it.
The video is out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know what I can do? Because we've been doing that lately. Wait a minute. Here we go. I got y'all. All right. Because we like to give y'all those exclusives. Where we at? Okay. All right. Here we go. This was after the match. And ooh,
man.
Ooh.
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 See, y'all see stuff like that and be like, "Oh, Gunther, is not nice," because that's what it be looking like to me.
Gunther moveset weak.
Mm.
I don't believe it. Yo.
That just looks like you're not supposed to see that in 2024.
Nah. Like, yo, like just watch Cody's head. Like, I just want you to really look at Cody's head.
Oh man.
We got a relinquished title. Tell me that's the
man. And then here we have Triple H.
Oh boy.
Knock your pacemaker out. Stop playing with me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh
We want wrestling to have realism. Drop that promo, Kevin.
Oh my god.
Oh God, forgive me. I'm so sorry. Woo! Man said, I'll knock your pacemaker.
Oh god.
We want violent Kevin. We want violent Kevin.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Hey, I'm just telling you what Kevin would say.
Oh
Kevin got pushed first. If you watch the film, you go back and rewind the tape. Kevin got pushed by Hunter first.
He did get pushed, but geez. Oh man. Okay. Courtney, we're gonna start with you. With now also knowing this, did the right person win this match? Your thoughts on it, and what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? With this now also being included, the following footage we saw included, what would you rate the match? But we'll start off. Did the right person win the title?
I do think the right person did win with Cody keeping the title. I am actually going to give it a 7 out of 10. Well, no, not 7. I'm going to give it a solid 8. Because I know we all had a reaction after the match was over when it actually ended. But seeing this, there is a lot of story to tell with these two. And I believe we are going to get a match with them possibly at the Royal Rumble. And also going to be interesting what's going to happen on SmackDown, because after he got in the face of Triple H and also what he did to Cody, there's a lot of layers to this. And also, I think Kevin Owens really, because Kevin Owens has really been good as a heel. He really has shown he has been good as a heel, especially since he came here. And also with the chemistry they both have, this is something to really look forward to. But also, he's going to have a lot of, actually, not interesting words, but I'm curious on what Nick Aldis is going to say after seeing the aftermath attack. And also, that was brutal what he did to Cody, especially with the neck. And that's going to draw him a lot of bigger heat. And also, I know this is going to be really interesting, but I'm really curious on who Kevin Owens is going to have next from the Dusty Rhodes memorabilia. Like whose shirt face he's going to have next from the Rhodes family. That's going to be the next one. But I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Okay. All right. Mayor, your thoughts? Also, did the right person win this match? And what do you rate it out of 1 to 10? We'll start with, do you think the right person won the match?
No. Wrong person won the match. Match itself was a 5. Power driver was a 10. That is a 10 out of 10 power driver. And I think on the watch along, Courtney and I were talking about the lack of picture-in-picture throughout the show. Noticeably, they use picture-in-picture in the main event. And it's for this reason why. Those fans in Long Island got a special treat to see that live in person. that attack. We didn't see that on the feed. They cut the feed right away because NBC, we got other shows to go to. But this is what you milk. You milk social media engagement. And this going viral across social media is this is something we used to do back in the day. They don't do it enough anymore. Backstage attacks, backstage segments throughout, not on Monday, not on Tuesday night, not on Friday, on a random Wednesday, a random Thursday. Oh, I'm at a contract signing and it's still up. I'm still going to attack you. Stuff like that is going to draw more people into this storyline, especially when you have this subconscious mindset that, oh, Kevin's not going to beat Cody. Because subconsciously, that's what we think. Kevin can't beat Cody. But now you add another layer to it where maybe Cody has to walk around with a neck brace. Maybe he's not medically cleared, but he still wants to be a tough guy and fight. And then that's the domino you can pull to say, all right, we're going to pull the title off of you. And then you're like, oh, my God, Kevin really beat him for the title. What storyline and what timeline are we in right now? So I think that backstage angle makes that a 10 for me. But the match itself, it left a lot on the table. Maybe because of timing. Maybe it's because it's network television. You don't want to be too violent on network television. You have more eyeballs. You want to be safe, so NBC welcomes you back. But doing that after the show, perfect.
All right. I also agree. I don't think the right person won. I think the way it ended was bullshit. So I give it a 4 out of a 10. I've never in my life seen a ref count outside of the ring. I don't even know if that's legal to do in a match because you're technically not in the ring. So, and this is also not a falls count anywhere match. So, very much questioning that. I don't like it. Nah, I don't care what you say, bro. That wasn't no, but like that's some bullshit with a capital B. I did not like that at all. Like and again too, I think it's also timing because Kevin should have kicked out of that. We should have got a triple crossroads from this, but because of the programming we were on, we didn't. Yeah,
cheap win for the biggest babyface in your company. Like how?
Yeah, timing. It was all about timing.
No, it's not even because Cody Rhodes is still the man. Like it just, to the mayor's point, the hype of this match didn't match it because you're limited by where you are. Like with all of what they said, the tension that's been happening, this should have been a very brutal match. And it wasn't. It was a normal match. So it's just like the hype of it didn't match it because of what they were on. If this had been a regular PLE, we would have got the whole stretch out, and I'd have been okay if Cody would have won because it's like, yo, at least we got to see these cats really fight. But to have him cheat to win, especially all of what Kevin said to you, again, I got it with the story and stuff like that, but it's like,
Cody's still in Dom's flow, then didn't fall lightly on me. That was
I was like, that's not like you. And now you just kind of made Kevin right. And also, that's not a great championship belt. The more that I look at it, we really just like Eagles. That's it. And Bret Hart is the only one that should wear that belt. Maybe Finn Balor. Maybe even a Finn Balor could pull it off. That's about it, though. That's a small-ass belt. And we just like Eagles. So that's how I felt about all the Saturday night main event. Overall, I'm going to give Saturday main event I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10 just because of the U.S. Title match. I really do like seeing like folks we don't normally get to see really shine, and check off all the boxes that was needed. If I don't see Michin on SmackDown next week, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Michin definitely has deserved TV time, even if it's just a talking in the back or something like that, or being out in the ring and saying she gonna keep fighting for that U.S. title. Michin needs to start getting TV time. What would you rate overall Saturday night's main event, Courtney, now with knowing what you know as well?
I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10, only because of the way the final match was. And there were some spots that was a bit messy, but it was really nice to see some superstars we don't see on a consistent weekly basis get an opportunity to wrestle on Saturday night. And I didn't get to share my thoughts on the U.S. title, but I'm happy Chelsea won. I'm happy she did win, and I am making a full prediction. I think her husband's going to take the Ring of Honor Championship match next week at Hammerstein Ballroom. I'm making that full prediction there.
I truly hope so.
I'm making that prediction right now because I think with the momentum he's getting, it's definitely happening. But also there is a few storylines that still need to be continued. But same thing, I hope Michin is on Raw. Oh my God, Raw. SmackDown. I hope she's back on SmackDown. We're gonna see what happened with Kevin after this pile driver, because I kind of want to know what happens next when I watch SmackDown. But yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting now with that happening. Mary, your thoughts? Scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate tonight's Saturday night main event?
I don't feel like I'm giving it a really positive score, which sucks because I'm a big sucker for nostalgia, and I feel like I was teased with nostalgia. It wasn't like the complete. I don't feel like they went as far as they could have into the nostalgia, especially when you say things like backstage interviews. Like, I'm a big fan of the Mean Gene era. They could have really had somebody backstage interviewing before the match and things like that. We only did the aesthetic.
You really didn't get that either.
Yeah.
Really
no
backstage
interviews.
You could have had
with the legends.
Yeah, you could have had Jesse Ventura backstage mic'd up interviewing Kevin before the match or trying to get a word with somebody. Just the full.
Bro, between him and the Street Profits, that would have been such a great segment.
And also getting him to interview Chelsea Green after she won her title.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Interviewing the wrestlers post-match after their moment. Like that, there's so many things they could have hit on, and I get the time constraints, but then you didn't need so much filler. Like, I didn't need to see why we're doing this match and how this rivalry started. We see that every week on Raw, SmackDown, NXT. So for that, I was going to go 7.5. I'll even go 7, and I'm taking the half off just because EO lost clean. And Kevin didn't do a bionic elbow or a people's elbow or even remove the elbow sleeve. So
right.
I
feel like was he just hurt or something?
And it wasn't even like a real matching elbow. He went and got some dingy red elbow sleeve. Like, I have to see it and notice it because it's red. It stands out. Mm-hmm. It was meant for something. But I mean, we also didn't get a title change. So yeah, I'll go 7 overall. I think they're going to come with it in the January show with learning from some of this now. Maybe they'll have more time to plan. Of course, with the Intercontinental Women's Championship, they'll probably have more things they can do. I mean, if I'm honest, that should probably main event that show, just from the pool of talent that you have in that. But I mean, I can't see another, unless we're doing something with Roman, because we did something with Cody this show. We're probably doing something with Roman on that show.
So let me ask this question to y'all, and same thing to the chat. If I can. Hey Courtney, did you share your US title thoughts?
I don't think I did.
My bad. Oh my goodness.
No, that's okay.
Man, my bad. I just was so excited. Excuse me.
I know. No, that's what happens when you get so excited. It's just like you're in that moment.
Let's rewind real quick. Did the right person win? Thoughts on the match, and what did you rate it?
I actually rated 9.5 out of 10 because you don't see Michin and Chelsea Green Chelsea you do, but Michin you don't on a week-to-week basis. And I'm very proud to see some of the ladies shine, especially on Saturday Night Main Event. They're on NBC. It's live TV, but also a wonderful moment for Chelsea too, because both of them work very hard. And if you've not seen her matches before she came here, I highly recommend checking them out. But I give kudos to both of them. And it's definitely not the end of these two. We are definitely going to get around 3 between these two ladies, because these two definitely work a lot of well, especially after doing that dumpster match. Mm-hmm. So I really do give props to them. And also, I did say it earlier, her husband's going to win the Ring of Honor Championship at Hammerside next weekend. I'm in on that. Pulling it right down the middle. I think her husband's going to win.
I mean, I hope so. Because who is the current champ?
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cease and desist. Let's get a cease and desist order on that. Let's see it. Yeah, I don't like that. But yes, I can't wait till Monday when y'all all on here. Best believe. just best believe. I'm finna be arrogant as hell. What you normally say when you come on here saying you gonna be what? When you say if my client wins, I'm gonna come on here and be what?
Oh, I don't know if I can say that. What do I be saying? I don't know. In my head, the only thing that popped up is I might be on ER activities, but I don't know if I can say that on WWE. It wasn't that?
Nah, I'm gonna just be like this.
And I promise you this, above all else, I'm going to be more obnoxious, more overbearing, and I'm going to make you all learn to love it because you'll have no choice.
That's what I heard you say before.
Yes. That one.
Oh, that's going to be me Monday. Oh, that's going to be me Monday.
Oh, my God. Monday.
Oh, yes. But so the question I did want to pose to y'all before we get out of here, and I'll make the statement first before I ask the question. I have what may be a hot take. I don't think that they should do what is currently happening in storylines on Saturday Night Main Event.
Interesting. Okay.
I think outside of the only one that really did work was the women's match for the U.S. title and the opener. Everything else was something we were expecting to be incredible, and we didn't get it because of time shortage. So I'm going to ask the question to y'all. Do you think that they should continue putting these rivalries and stories on the Saturday Night Main Event, or should they go back to creating a dream match card for Saturday night's main event?
That's tough. I think you go a longer way with it being a spectacle that can go from, I guess, state to state if you do make it dream match scenarios, because we do know that they're going to scale back on live events going forward. This can act as your live event where you might get a crossover match. You might get something that you don't normally see just because the schedule allows it, where rosters mean nothing and you can get something that has, like you said, has nothing to do with storyline, but it's like, hey, I really want to see this. I kind of agree with that. I think that would actually make sense if they did that, and maybe they could build to something like that if Saturday Night Main Event is going to be a mainstay here over the next like 4 or 5 years.
Courtney, your thoughts?
I actually do like it to be crossover because the next one's going to be in January in San Antonio, Texas. I do think they should include stars you don't see on a weekly basis on Raw and SmackDown, because it does give another opportunity for them to shine a bit, and especially if they're not in the title picture or not in the main event picture, it's a really good opportunity to do that. Like, you can throw in like a tag team title match with either Raw or SmackDown within the tag team division. You could throw in a pick like Braun Breaker in the Intercontinental Championship match, or even Shinsuke Nakamura. He can do a U.S. Open challenge to anybody on the roster, especially we haven't seen in a while. Also, as I mentioned, the next one's in Texas, San Antonio. I would not be surprised if we see some NXT stars come in to Saturday night's main event, considering that's right before Rumble.
I'm saying, man, if we don't have my client on Saturday night main event, we have dropped the ball. If I don't see her take on Bayley at Saturday night's main event in San Antonio, Texas, we have dropped the ball once again. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna just leave it there. We didn't throw it out. We didn't throw it out. Roxanne versus Bayley, NXT title match, Saturday night main event. You don't think it sell like hotcakes? Do you believe Natalya should be the inaugural international intercontinental champion?
That's not a question in there, is it? No. If they're gonna be in San Antonio, I just need one Shawn Michaels entrance on the actual programming. With the nostalgia background and all that. Just he don't gotta be doing nothing. Maybe he can be a special guest referee for something. I don't know.
Or on commentary. I'll take commentary. I'll take that. Or for real, like if they do have that Roxanne match against Becky, having him come out and announce it. I mean, not announce, but like the beginning part, not commentating, doing the like in this corner and stuff.
Yeah, you got to give HBK a San Antonio entrance.
Yeah, he got to super kick somebody that night.
Somebody
got to get super kick. Chad Gable, where you at, dog? Where you at, man? Go catch that super kick real quick. But that is going to be it for the post show. I don't want to keep our other two panelists any longer. They have been here in the trenches for the watch along into the post show. We've talked about Saturday night's main event. You know, we'll be here Monday live to talk a little bit more about it. What's going to be coming up on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, which we only got a few more left in 2024 before everything changes. Why Finn? Why Finn got a kiss?
Why?
Don't deserve that.
Give it to Grayson Waller.
There we go. I feel like that's the most fairest one out of all of them. But before we get out of here, please let them know where they can follow and support you. Courtney, we'll start with you first.
They can always find me here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the WWT Live Crew, where we do the weekly show. Wednesday, every Wednesday I do AEW Dynamite. Do not want to miss this upcoming Wednesday because not only it's their final live Dynamite of 2024, it is their holiday bash. So grab your ugly sweaters, grab your Christmas gear, grab your hot cocoa because there is a lot that's going to happen. And so far we only have 2 matches. We have Continental Classic Mayhem between Darby Allin and Will Ospreay. We have a TBS Championship match between Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay from Washington, D.C. So you don't want to miss that. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter on @CourtneyNJ11. I do have a lot of stuff that's in the works leading up to 2025. I actually just posted about the toy drive I did last month. So feel free to give it a follow. And I will see you guys on Monday. And it's been a wonderful time doing Saturday night's main event tonight with all of you.
Yes, indeed. Mayor, how can they follow and support you?
I guess I'll follow today. You can follow me on Twitter @SaidSays. That's CEWD_SAYS. On the gram @SaidIsTheAnswer. Check out my journalism work on CedricDWeldon.com, including the stuff I just did today with Michael's Learning Place. I am aware that I do owe you guys a Raw watch along and post show, and I will give you that this upcoming Monday. But I also got to alert you guys that Miss Trinidad does owe me some tickets, and Christmas is around the corner, so just putting that out there. January 6th. What is it? New Year's Eve. Just one of the two. Okay. Just they're the same week. Just one of the two. I won't be picky, but I deserve that. So that's where you can follow me. And if you can send all that encouraging mail that maybe Monday Night Raw can actually happen on the first episode of Netflix from the actual arena. Yeah, you know where to find her, and it's not room 416. That's what I will say.
Oh man, Real TK 416 is gonna be the greatest selling shirt on WWT. I promise you.
Oh my god.
Unlike Mayor, I too was about to say I just want tickets to either or, but then I found out the tribal chief is fighting. I want both. I'm going to be greedy. I want both. Okay. I've made dope merch. I'm building the website. I'll be hosting the show and stuff, getting the documents ready, making the dope slides. Like, look, you see how crispy these slides are? Yeah. These are some crispy slides that I'll be providing. I made this. Okay. I put these 5. This was not on Google. This is an original. I deserve to go to Raw Netflix, and I also deserve to go on New Year's Evil. And to Mayor's point, we should be doing the watch along live from both of these.
Should.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, your client's gonna be at New Year's Evil.
Hey, Boza, I don't care that it's in a wedding hall, okay? I used to perform in wedding halls. I performed at a U.S. Armory, bro. I don't care if it's 12 people there or if it's 120,000 people there. The show will still get put on, Boza.
You trying to deprive us of seeing Jada Parker in 3D?
Come on, man. I need to see Yam Yam Bigelow in 2025 in real time. I gotta see her. I gotta see this in real time. Okay. I gotta see Lola Vice come out. All right. I gotta see it. I gotta be there.
And we gotta see Trick Williams lose to Oba. I mean, with this all going to happen.
So many clients there. I gotta try to get down to the front of the barricade when my other client comes out and beats Julia. Like I gotta get right there so I can make sure I'm on camera with my client and making sure security don't stop me from achieving what needs to be done that night. TK, what are we doing? But besides all of that, you could find me at Ref Placement Matters on all the socials and on Twitch and on YouTube, because what in the entire fuck? Never in my days have I seen that. I don't know if it's because it was Saturday Night Main Event, but I don't know how y'all living with yourselves after this. This is why the power driver had to happen. I'm not saying it's all Cody's fault, but I'm gonna say the ref is the reason why Cody got power drive tonight, because that was some bullshit. And y'all can say
what you probably took a power driver too. Honestly,
he really should have. The only reason why you get a pass is because of that epic ass run that you made down that ramp at WrestleMania. That's the only reason why you get a pass. Because when the Undertaker needed a ref, I have never seen a dude look like he running fast and is not moving that much at all. Yo, if you go back and watch that, it is the slowest, fastest shit you've ever seen, because he did not get there fast at all. Do y'all remember that?
I didn't show him up. Yeah.
It looked like he was bucking it. Yeah.
Arms just flailing.
It's so long for him to get down there. That's how you know that man's short. That's how you know he's short. He ain't get halfway yet. We're like, yo, you still got halfway of this interest to get through.
And it's messed up because they gave him the long shot with it there the whole time, so you just see it happening. They didn't pan back to what was on in the ring. They had him on there the whole time. Like, we're gonna see you the whole way.
I want you to get him when he passes the camera like this. Man, he's taking a while to get here, yo. Like we've passed like the spot of 8 seconds where we should go to another clip. Oh man. So you get a pass for that, bro. But thank you to everybody for checking out the watch along, the post show. Boza, King Mike Hall. Let me see what else is in here. Latrell. Special Little Nobodies, Tribal Polo 37, Mr. Kincaid, Eddie Foster, and so many other people. I know this was a long one. This was 3 hours. So I'm sure to everybody else that came in the chat, Cousin Ron, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for always talking in here. Believe me when I tell y'all in the comments really help with these watch-alongs, okay? Not being able to show y'all what we're seeing can get a little bit difficult, but it is because of y'all in these comments, making questions, having debates, saying y'all wild statements like mac and cheese and yam shouldn't touch, keeps us being able to keep delivering content to y'all and being able to talk throughout these things, because otherwise you just gonna catch us like this, just watching the show and we ain't gonna say nothing. We'll forget we live. But so we appreciate each and every one of y'all in the comments, each and every one of y'all that watched this. Thank you for checking this out, and we shall see y'all on Monday. And enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, because you have been tuning in to WWT, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.